Hello YouTube, Kingpin of Cinema, and
QB.
Joker QB999 returning for another unusual kind of review.
We got back last week from doing Universal City Hollywood's Horror Nights.
And it was amazing.
It was fantastically fun. Just the way that the night started out was where everyone's in the kind of the middle area of the park before they really let you in.
And there's a big stage kind
You
of
have
set
a
up.
huge stage with huge
Pyrotechnics on top of it.
fire going off. You have the ringleader, kind of a scary clown guy, going off introducing the park. And then you have people like in costume and makeup kind of coming out. And then when he kind of opens up the park, then all these guys just flood into the crowd and just kind of part everyone like the Red Sea.
Chainsaw clown zombie guys flood in the crowd and part the crowd like Moses parting the Red Sea. It is so awesome.
You just run your ass into the park after that.
And all the fog comes in. And you got like the Freddy stripper ladies in cages. And it's like, oh man, this is why I love Halloween. Freddy stripper ladies.
We're going to go over each of the mazes that we went through, which were 6 mazes. The first one we did was the tram ride, where they kind of take you to where the...
They show you all the sets.
Yeah, they take you to where the Grinch Who Stole Christmas area and kind of let you off and actually walk through some of the sets.
So yeah, you start out in...
the Bates Motel area.
The Bates Motel. Then you work your way to the War of the Worlds set. And basically what that was the plane that crashed into the neighborhood. And they kind of set that all up as like zombie apocalypse, and I gotta say it fits very well.
You have people hiding in bushes that are like really camouflaged. You just have like guys with chainsaws. You had a couple guys with stilts walking around. Now, it was scary and fun. The only problem was they made it out to be like a Chucky thing. When all they really did was basically walk around to where we would be walking and go like, put a Chucky doll there. Put a Chucky doll there.
Yeah,
put one there.
It really didn't make sense. I mean, especially since this is like the 50th anniversary of Psycho. They should have just went all Psycho.
Yeah, so that was the only problem with that part of the tram maze, but overall it was still fun, and since it was the first thing we did, it was probably the more exciting one.
Yeah.
Because then we didn't know what to expect.
And then the next one we went to was House of a Thousand Corpses.
This one was interesting, to say the least. They give you 3D glasses as you go through the maze, as you go through the maze. It's not a show or anything, it's just that the 3D glasses, I think, were supposed to give you like a special effect because of the lighting that was in the maze, but all it did was really serve to hurt my eyes.
Yeah, the 3D did nothing. I don't know why they did it, and they were the cheap little cardboard ones. So they shouldn't even have bothered. You just took them off and didn't make look a difference.
As far as the maze goes, it was pretty decent. You had some pretty horrifying scenes in there. You had some interesting water effects.
I had one moment where a guy dressed up as Otis came behind me and went, tickle, tickle. I'm like, I'll see you later.
Alright. We went through that one, and then we went over to the haunted maze that they have year-round,
which is amazing. If you ever come out to California, to Hollywood, and go to Universal Studios, check out that maze. It is amazing.
They made this one up to be a vampire maze, but kind of like the Chucky one, it wasn't really vampire-themed.
It's not like 4 vampires.
The rest of it was just like what you normally see there, like Igor running around the Frankenstein area, the Wolfman running around in the forest area.
Yeah.
So, it was one of those things where they tried to theme it, but they really shouldn't have bothered.
Yeah, and by the way, that like Frankenstein set is like my favorite thing of that maze. It's so cool. It's like everything like you see in the movie, like all the crazy contraptions, it's all there, and it is just awesome.
Now after that, then we went and saw the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure Halloween show.
It was funny.
Which was really good.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to Jason, which was the first big wait we had of the night. We were lucky in that all the other ones we went to
5 minutes.
Were like less than 10-minute waits for all 3 of them. So this one took like, what, about 40 minutes?
Easily 40 minutes.
Took us about 40 minutes to get through.
And it sucked.
It wasn't as good. Not to mention it was kind of hard to enjoy because you have people behind you who are freaking... Yeah, you know, stupid girls who are just freaking out just for the sake of it, who just get to be annoying after a while. Nothing's going on, they're still just screaming.
Then after that, we went to Nightmare on Elm Street, which was insanely good.
That was probably the best maze they had there.
Oh, easily. I've been to like once like Magic Mountain and to like other parks, and this was easily the best maze I have ever been to.
Those scenes in the maze really took parts of the movie and brought it home. Like
it's better than the movie.
The cold room, like in the house where
it's snowing.
It's snowing. It's actually really cold in there. They got the snow effects pretty good. You run out into the hallway where the girl in the movie starts sinking down into it. They actually got like a soft floor that feels like you are sinking down into it. They got the fake walls that the guy's like looks like he's coming through.
Yeah, it's like the wall is fabric, but it looks real. So then you have people like pushing their hands through it and putting their faces on it. And then you have like walls that look like real walls, but then a light comes on behind it and it's translucent. What's cool to me is like there was a lot of doors, and you didn't know where somebody was going to come out into.
Yeah, normally you can tell. Okay, there's like a door over here. Someone's gonna be popping out of there. In this one, you would have three doors. Rooms. And you even had some doors that were actually hidden, too, which was interesting.
Yeah. After that, we went to... was it Saw?
I think the last maze we did of the night was the last one in Saw, and... My God, that was... It said it was like a 70-minute wait. Luckily, we only had to wait like 50.
50?
But it wasn't worth that much of a wait. Again, we got annoying people behind us who were just constantly screaming, going, "Oh my God! Oh my God!" But, which kind of takes away from some of the enjoyment, but it had some good scenes in it.
Yeah, it had some cool moments from, like, the movies recreated there. Like the needle scene from the second one.
It had, like, people having to cut off their arm and fingers and everything. It had some pretty neat scenes in it.
It's okay.
I mean, they tried to also have people, like, coming out and scare you with the pig face, but that didn't really do much for us.
I don't know, it was, like, exactly the same. They did the same thing last year, and it was exactly the same this year.
This was my first year going to it, so it was still fun for me.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a fun-as-hell experience. Definitely get the day-night pass to go during the day, get the rides out of the way, and save the nighttime for the mazes.
Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. If you have any intention of ever coming out to California and visiting Universal, do it in October so you can get the full experience of the day and the night, because it is amazing. So I think that's all we have time for.
Yeah, I think that's all there really is to say about it. It's a fun-as-hell time.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. If you like being scared, I mean, if you don't like chainsaws, then don't go.
If you cry around the chainsaw, then you shouldn't be there.
Otherwise, great time. Take your friends, take your daughters, take your grandchildren.
Take your parents that have heart conditions. Take pregnant women.
So hopefully maybe next year we'll see you guys out there.
All right.
All right. Until then, have a happy Halloween.